EduPlay Learning and Momspiration 412 Worldwide. I am back with the bonus section of the sweet story of hot chocolate. So we read 4 chapters in this book, and if you want to catch all of those, they're each individual videos, so you can watch all 4 of those chapters. And today we're going to learn about the bonus part of it. So this bonus part is full of facts. And as an educator, a teacher, I love that. I love all of the facts that you can learn about this and different histories. So lean in, lots of fun things to learn here. So we learned all about where they come from, how they were throughout the whole world, right? How they got dispersed throughout the whole world, who enjoyed them. We even learned about how chocolate bars were made, and then we even learned about adding marshmallows into our hot chocolate and how marshmallows were even made. So lots of great things here in this book. This one now, it says, congratulations, you've come to the end of this book. You are now an official history of fun stuff expert on hot chocolate. Go ahead and impress your friends and family with all the cool stuff you learned about one of the world's most popular drink. And don't forget to enjoy a delicious cup of hot chocolate as soon as possible. So it says expert, history of fun stuff expert on hot chocolate. Is that you? That's totally you, an expert on hot chocolate. May sound silly, but it's some cool facts that we've learned here. Hey kids, now that you're an expert on the history of hot chocolate, turn the page to learn even more about this tasty treat, plus some science, geography, and history of money along the way. So let's dive in to this. And we're going to talk here about the rainforest, which I love. I actually did a whole study on the rainforest with the kids. So we're going to break this down, the different layers of the rainforest. So the layers of the tropical rainforest. Chocolate may have come from the cacao tree, but where does the cacao tree come from? The cacao tree is native to the tropical rainforests of South and Central America. Tropical rainforests have 4 layers, each with its own kinds of plants and animals. So we have the emergent layer, contains the tops of the very tallest trees, 100 to 240 feet in height. So they're the very top, that peak out above the shorter trees of the canopy. This layer is home to birds, bats, and butterflies. So you see how that's much higher than all the rest. All of your flying animals are going to live there. The canopy is a leafy environment containing the leaves and branches of many trees. Nearly 90% of all the rainforest life is found here, including monkeys, reptiles, more insects, and plants such as mosses, vines, and orchids. So that's going to be the next layer down, and that's where most of the animals are going to be. The understory. The understory is a shady, humid layer with little plant and animal life below the canopy, but still above the forest floor. Most of the plants and animals here don't need much light, such as beetles, small mammals, snakes, palms, ferns, and everyone's favorite, the cacao tree. So we have the cacao tree here in the understory. So that's the shady part, the humid part. The forest floor is home to both the largest and smallest animals in the rainforest. Insects and spiders coexist with giant anteaters and jaguars. Plants don't often grow here because less than 1% of sunlight can penetrate the leafy plants in the layers above. And there you have it, the many layers of the tropical rainforest. Which layer would you like to visit? So think about it. Why would you not get sunlight down that bottom, right? The forest floor, because you have the understory, and then you have the canopy, and then above that you have the emergent floor or emergent layer. So not much sunlight would get down there. So that is pretty cool about the rainforest. So if you are interested, there's so much more information you can find about the rainforest. Foods from the Americas that changed the world. Chocolate isn't the only food that European explorers brought back from the New World. Check out these familiar flavors, fruits, vegetables, and other foods native to Mexico and South America. So we have corn, that was from Mexico. Scientists believe that at least 7,000 years ago, Native Americans living in present-day Mexico began cultivating corn or maize from a grass called te- teos- teosinte. Today, corn has become the most abundant grain crop in the world. Vanilla is from Mexico as well. Vanilla comes from the vanilla orchard or plant native to the tropical rainforests of southeastern Mexico, and Central America. The Aztecs believe it had medicinal purposes and often added it to their hot chocolate. So some health properties of vanilla. Peanuts, Bolivia, Paraguay, Guaya, and Brazil. Peanuts may be popular in dishes throughout Asia, but they actually come from South America. European explorers brought peanuts to Europe in the early 1500s. Potatoes from Peru. We might associate potatoes with Ireland, but these tasty spuds got their start in Peru, where the Incans first cultivated them. Pineapples, Paraguay and southern Brazil. Native people in what is now Paraguay and southern Brazil traded pineapples throughout South America and the Caribbean, where Christopher Columbus tasted them in 1493. Columbus brought the fruit to Europe, where it quickly became popular for its sweet flavor. Pineapples, how about that? Tomatoes are from Chile, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Peru. I say tomato, you say Italy. But tomatoes actually come from the Andes Mountains in South America. How about that? And for many years, Europeans thought they were poisonous. How many of these foods have you tried? So have you tried any of these? I'm sure you probably have. Corn, vanilla, peanuts, potatoes, pineapples, tomatoes, all of the things. All right, so we have money around the world, and then we have a little quiz here too. Money around the world. At one time, cacao beans were traded for goods. But what other things did people around the world once use for money? What do they use? So they used the livestock. Believe it or not, many historians consider livestock such as cows, sheep, and camels to be the first form of money in the ancient world. Can you imagine what it would be like to pay for a new video game with a sheep instead of dollars? Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Cowrie shells are the next one. The Chinese used cowrie shells for money as early as 1500 BC. 1500 BC. Cowrie shells came from the islands in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. They became popular as currency because they were small and easy to carry. The cowrie shell was eventually handled by many people around the world and has been used for longer and by more people than any other form of money. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, how about tools? In northern China, cowrie shells were generally rare. So different coins shaped like small knives, hoes, and spades became popular as far back as 1000 BC. Why shape them like tools? Farming played a big role in ancient China, and everyone knew the value of these tools in their day-to-day work. Wampum. Many Native American tribes, as well as early European settlers, used wampum, or beads made from small clam shells. The beads were strung on a cord and were sometimes worn as belts or necklaces. Wampum became a powerful force in early America. The oldest corporation in North America, Hudson's Bay Company, had a profitable bead trading market with Native Americans. How about that? Didn't know all those different ways that they traded and bought things with money, huh? All right. Now that you're an expert, we have some questions, okay? Being an expert on something means that you get an awesome score on a quiz on that subject. So let's take this history of hot chocolate quiz to see how much you have learned. Are you guys ready? All right. Hot chocolate is made using the beans of what tree? Papaya, cacao, or peach? What do you think? Good job. It's the cacao tree. Excellent job. The Blanc people of Central America started growing cacao 3,500 years ago? The Olmec, Chinese, Appalachian. What do you think? We talked about the Mayans, we talked about the Aztec, but this would be the Olmec. Very good. So number 2, good. When did Hernan Cortez first bring hot chocolate to the Spanish court? We have 1830s, 1240s, 1520s. So that would be the 1520s. So if you had this book, you could go back and look, or you could go back and watch the other videos. I should have just let you just say them and not give you the answers, huh? What Caribbean island did the British conquer, allowing them to grow cacao? Do you remember this one? So we have Jamaica, Cuba, and Grenda. It was Jamaica. Good. Thomas Jefferson thought that hot chocolate would become more popular than what? Cookies and cake, tea and coffee, or ham and eggs. What do you think? He said it was going to be more popular than tea and coffee. Good. When was chocolate first produced as a solid food? 2006, 1692, or 1847? What do you think? 1847. Milton Hershey bought a chocolate manufacturing machine at the blank World's Fair in 1893. What World Fair? Was it Chicago, Moscow, or San Francisco? What do you think? Chicago. Good. Explorer Ronald Amundsen took hot chocolate with him on his 1911 expedition to where? Where did he go? Did he go to the North Pole, the South Pole, or Mount Everest? The South Pole. Good job. All right, last one. Hot cocoa is included in modern military cuisine as part of soldiers' what? BLTs, SATs, or MRES? What do you think? C, MRES. Very good. You wrapped it up with the story of hot chocolate, and you learned so much. I learned so much. I can't wait to see all that you have learned from this. Be sure to share with me. Let me know everything that you guys have learned throughout our story. And stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the channel for more activities for your kiddos and ways for them to learn in fun and exciting ways. All right, remember, see each moment as a chance to learn, create, and have fun. Bye, guys.